Hi everyone, good morning. This video is about review of the Kia Niro. Year of manufacturing is 2018, and I've had this car for almost 3 years. Tomorrow will be the 3 years, and I'm going to replace it with another car. So I thought I'll make a review about it, how it was owning it, how was taking care of it, how was any issues that I dealt with, and I had some. And that's it basically. So I'll go through and I'll tell you about all the issues that I had with it. But first, let me tell you about the pluses, the pros with this car. So this car looks like kind of a Jeep, like not a Jeep, but I mean like SUV, mini SUV. And some people think it's like 4x4, the people who don't understand cars. So let's say you're going on a date, the girls usually say, oh, what a nice car, it's big, it's nice. Yeah, so it is, and mine looks pretty nice. I've taken care of it. Once a month I've cleaned it, I've taken it to a wash up and made sure it's cleaned up. And so this is how it looks like if you take care of your car. The second pro is it's, well, since it's kind of an SUV, tiny SUV, you are like, I mean a few centimeters higher than the usual car. So usually people look at you, says, wow, what a nice car. What kind of a car is it? And so I tell them it's just a Kia Niro. Many times I had people asking me on an intersection, what kind of car is it? And I'm telling them, well, it's a Kia Niro, it's kind of a SUV. It's like the Hyundai Ioniq. And it says, oh, I see. So it's like the higher version of it. And it kind of is. And what else can I say? It's got a lot of space inside. I'll get to it soon and I'll show you in the video. It's pretty economical. Well, it is economical. It's, well, for the people who are not into speeding, you can get up to, I think, 25 or maybe even more to 1 per liter. I'm not sure how much it's in gallons, but I guess more than 50 miles for a gallon, something like that. I'm not sure, but that's my car. But when I'm driving it, and I'm driving it, well, you can say hard on the gas, it's more like 10 kilometers per liter. So it's just like any other car. What else can I tell you about it? That's it basically. But let me tell you about all my disappointments with this car, and I had some, and I would like to share it with you. So the first disappointment, the main disappointment that I had with this car is this one. Whenever I want to fill my tire with pressure, sometimes this tiny part gets out, and that's an issue, because if this part gets out, it's going to be costly. Now, why it's going to be costly? It's not part of the tire, it's part of the car. And because it's part of the car, it's going to cost you money. And I had a few times this part getting out after I've filled it up, and well, you know, it cost me money. Okay, so this is the first disappointment. The second disappointment with this car are like I'm not sure how you say it in English, but let's say the outer part of the car, this plastic. Okay, this plastic, thanks to Kia, it's not stable. I mean, it is stable, but the main issue with it is that usually after a long ride, or at least once a week, the plastic isn't sitting well. Like, see what I'm doing right now. You see? Now it's back in place. So usually they are not in place. Usually you just have to go like this through all this plastic part, and then it's fixed. But that's a minor issue. The second issue that I'm having with it, well, everyone who have Niro have this issue, but I'm mainly this issue, is this lower part. Now, as you can see, there is an orange cable. It shouldn't be there. The issue with this car is the whole lower part of the car. I'm not sure you can see, but it's plastic. Well, it's not plastic. It's more like how can I say? It's just bendable. It's just bendable, and whenever there is something hits it, anything like water or any rocks or something hits it, the whole part gets down, and then you have to, you know, fix it, because you cannot drive this car with this whole lower part down, and it's costly. Here it cost me like because I have insurance all around the car, I had like, you know, pay, I think 10% out of it, so it cost me like $100. But usually if you have to fix it yourself, it's going to cost you like $1,000. Well, not $1,000, but let's say $600. That's like the price. What else? The maintenance with this car is kind of hell. And I mean, here in Israel itself, I'm not sure about all the places around the world, but here I had so many issues with this car. But the issue started like after 30,000 kilometers. The usual car, you don't have to fix so many stuff, but this one had so many stuff replaced. So at about 36,000 kilometers, this car got into the shop and got out. Got to the shop and got out, because the garage that handles Kia here in Israel is not really professional in my experience. It's only the main one that you have to go to, the dealer, the one that got this car to the country, is the one that can handle this kind of issues. So from about 36,000 kilometers to 38,000 kilometers, this car had replaced not one, not two, okay, not one, not two, not three, not four, five, okay, 5 catalytic converters. I'm not joking, 5 of them. And that's because, like a schema in electric, there is an issue that the computer says the issue is at this part, but the issue is well after or well before this part. Like let's say the problem is with this part, but the computer reports that it's part. Then you have to replace this one and then this one, because, well, you get the idea. So they were not sure how to fix it. So yeah, fine, okay, we'll replace 5 catalytic converters, and it's not fun, because you have to replace your car, and every time you have to move stuff from one car to another, and the usual car that you're used to is not the one that you're driving. So every time you have to, you know, you get the idea. And so this is the problem that I had at about 36 to 38,000 kilometers. Okay. Afterwards, at about, let's say 50,000 kilometers, I'm not sure if it's my issue or some kind of worldwide issue, but I'll tell you my experience and my manager's wife experience. She has the same car. Now, the front window pane, mine got a little struck by some rock driving after a truck, which is fine, I get it. Mine was replaced. Then she told me that her window was replaced all of a sudden, and some other colleagues had their windows replaced. So I'm not sure if this is the Windows issue or it's like, I'm not sure, but this window pane is debatable as far as I know. What else? It's an oil seals. Okay, so this car had its oil seals replaced, I think 3 times since 60,000 kilometers to the 88,000 kilometers. Usually it's not happening, but this car, it's happened 2 times. At about, I think, 78,000 kilometers, I had the clutches replaced over here, this car. So lucky this car was under warranty. And that's just an issue. That's just not okay for a car to have so many issues. What else can I tell you? Okay, so my car does not have this issue, but a colleague had this issue and I saw it in my own eyes. Whenever you open the trunk, this one stops working. Like the left stops working, but this one keeps working. So, you know, it stays like this and you have to manually lift it up. Again, it was under warranty, so fine, no issues over there. What else? What else? About the trunk. So as you can see, this trunk is pretty big. People say it's huge, and it is, because most of the cars that I dealt with could not handle this scooter. Usually you have to like put it horizontally or something like that, and it just doesn't work. So big like to Kia about this one. Now regarding the interior. Okay, so just so you know, this car has like keyless entry, so you just press it and you can enter the car. So what else can I tell you about the car? What's good about it is that you have like 2 power sockets and 2 USBs. Now in this video you can see only the first USB, but if I move to the cabin between the seats, you can see like a tiny, you can see this one, you see another USB. It's awesome. I really like the idea. Yeah, another thing, usually this car has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 levels of strength. Sorry, for the air conditioner, which is nice. But up until now, I had another Niro, and the other Niro was not so, had not the last level. It's like the current power that this car has, the other Niro had like the max power. But this one, you see, you can hear it, you can totally hear it. The other one you couldn't. It was just not fine. It wasn't fun. What else? So if you're asking me, okay, give me proof that you had so many issues with the car. So here is the proof. Here is the proof. See how many pages I have here of issues, and each page is an issue. Well, yeah, each page is an issue. So would I recommend this car to someone? yes, I would recommend it because it's economical car and it's pretty looking and it's awesome in other ways. But the main thing with this car is for gentle people. If you are going to use it like daily for long drives and high drives and in the mountains and back, I'm not sure it's going to handle it. Like this one didn't handle it. This one had so many issues, as I showed you. It had so many issues, and I'm not the only one. Oh, and I forgot, one of the issues with this car was like, I've waited for a fix for 2 months for the garage to find the issue, and the issue was some kind of filter, and I think it's called VFR or EFR or something like that, and they could not find this filter. So again, I've sent it to the garage. I got a replacement car. 1 week got Harvell. Okay, we give you back your car. 1 week another. Okay, I'll send the car again to the garage. And if you don't have a garage that do know how to handle Kia Niro, I'm not sure that you should do it. Now, another complaint, that the last complaint with this car, as you can see the dashboard. But let's say I'm turning off the car, okay? Now I'm turning it on. You can see the engine indicator. If there is some issue with the engine or something, big issue with the car, as you can see, there is a warning, car warning. Fine. But let's say you are sitting like this and I'm sitting like this. I'm turning off the car and I'm starting it up. You cannot see the issue. You have to have your head up. I'm driving like this because I like sitting like this, something like that. But you cannot see the issue. You cannot see. Then you can drive like I drove my car for 3 days without noticing that I have an issue with the car. So you get the idea. Again, if you are gentle with your car and you're not driving so much and you don't go through watery places or mountains or hard places, then maybe this car could handle it. But if you are going to do this kind of stuff, like I've done 88 kilometers in 3 years, which is about 30,000 kilometers per year, which is fine. It's a little bit more than the average car, I get it, but still, it's not so many kilometers to have so many issues with the car. So that's basically it. If you have any issues, if you have any questions about the Kia Niro, you're more than welcome to send me questions and I'll be happy to answer you. So thank you for watching, and see you on the next one. Bye.